Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Los Artilleros. I'm Eldiman86 and I just want to start off this video by saying Happy New Year to everyone in the world and everyone watching this video. 2019 was a great year for me personally. Not so much of a good year for both my teams that I support, Arsenal and Chivas. Chivas ended the year pretty well with all the transfers, but I'll talk about that in another video. I hope everyone has a great 2020. I hope that both my teams have some kind of success this year. Things look improved for both teams, so it'll be interesting to see how they develop over the coming year. This video in particular is actually going to be about what, in my opinion, is the best Mexican footballer in the world at the moment in terms of stats, form, what he's doing with the club and country, and that's of course Raul Jimenez. I mean, it's a pretty easy guess to make, I think. What a time he's had at Wolves so far, and not just with Wolves. He's been doing bits with Mexico as well. I'm just going through his stats recently, and his goals and his assists ratio for the games that he's played is just phenomenal. Going back to the beginning, when they first announced that he was actually going to Wolves, which was originally going to be on a loan from Benfica in Portugal, I was pretty apprehensive. I'm not going to lie about that. He struggled really badly at Benfica. He also struggled at Atletico Madrid before that. Atletico Madrid's a bit of an easy one to explain because Atletico Madrid's one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they had at the time, and they still do have big players that were playing ahead of him. But I expected him to dominate Benfica and the Portuguese league, and for some reason or other, maybe off the field issues, I don't know, but he just never really seemed to click at Benfica. So when they announced that he was going to Wolves, I was a bit apprehensive because the Premier League is a massive step up from the Portuguese league. All due respect to the Portuguese league, but it's a huge step. And I remember watching the first interview he did with Wolves, the club's media team, and he did it in English, and that impressed me because I was like, wow. At that point, I didn't even know he spoke or knew English, and he did really well. And I thought, okay, this guy's got a bit of cojones, as some people would say. And he seemed really up for it. He seemed confident, he seemed fired up, he seemed happy with the move. At the time I thought maybe it's the Premier League, might get a little bit more money, maybe he's definitely going to get a little bit more exposure because the Premier League's just, everybody watches the Premier League. Wolves had just been promoted as well. They'd only just got back to the Premier League after a significant time out of it. So the club he was joining wasn't secure in their position at that time. But what a first season he had for them. I think he ended the season as their top scorer. I think he also broke their record for most goals by a single player in a single season. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure he did that. And who could have foreseen the absolute run they went on last season? I think they finished in 7th. Qualified for Europa League. Obviously, they had to go through qualifying stages at the beginning of this season, which they did quite comfortably, I think. No, I didn't think that Wolves would be in Europe in their second season back in the Premier League. I didn't think Jimenez was going to score and assist as many goals as he did. And I think going on the assists, he's always been a proven goal scorer. He proved that at Club America. But it's his assists that have surprised me a bit because he's very much a player. He reminds me a bit of Olivier Giroud, where he likes to be involved in the build-up. He doesn't just want to get the ball, turn around and score. Although he does do that, he's very much wants to be part of the build-up. He's got a good cross on him. He's got a good pass on him. He's got good vision. And I think that's why he gets as many assists as he does. I was just going through his stats so far this year. So far, he's played 32 games in all competitions. I've just got my screen there, just so you know. 32 games, he's got 17 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. And that includes 6 goals in 6 Europa League game qualifiers. That's amazing, to be honest. Wolves themselves have kind of dipped a little bit this season. I'm putting that 100% down to the fact they're in the Europa League as well. Whereas last season they just had the Premier League to focus on. So there's a little bit of fatigue in there, I think. I think the overall strength of the squad could be improved as well. But as far as Jimenez goes, I mean, he's far exceeded my expectations when he joined Wolves. Obviously, I hoped and prayed that he'd actually do well and score goals and people start talking about it. And as Amy said in the on the Mexican football podcast the other day, that there's actual kids in Wolves kits now with Jimenez on the back of their shirts. That's absolutely crazy, and it's great for Mexican football because I'm hoping that more people, more fans, more pundits, more coaches are going to start thinking, if Jimenez is good, let's just check out some more Mexican players. Let's check out the Mexican League and see if there's any golden opportunities we can nab from there. And that whole thing about the Club America fan at the Wolves game a few months ago, that was awesome. And for me, a lot of my Arsenal friends question why I rave about Wolves and Jimenez. It's like I don't support the club, but I support him, and I support the fact that he's really bringing attention to Mexican football and Mexican players. Along with Edson Alvarez, I think Edson Alvarez at Ajax is going to do bits for them and for the Mexican community. Yeah, it's just really great to see pictures of English Wolverhampton fan kids wearing Raul Jimenez shirts. It's pretty awesome. Kind of indicates for me sometimes, to a little extent, that why I've been raving about these Mexican players, because there are Mexican players playing in Mexico right now that should and could be playing in Europe and even in the Premier League. Premier League's the hardest league in the world, in my opinion, to win. And any team could be any team on any given day. There's no given. There's a couple, I think, Liverpool and Man City would win 95% of their games. But everyone else is beatable. Even City this season. But yeah, so I think there's a lot of players in the Mexico that can play in the Premier League. I'll make another video about that soon. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, I just wanted to make a little bit of a fanboy video on Raul Jimenez. Long may it continue. I mean, I hope that he stays at Wolves. There's rumours that he was going to maybe go to Everton in January. Carlo Ancelotti, their new manager, apparently likes him, wants him. I think that'd be a bad move. Because I think Raul Jimenez hasn't gone to Wolves and just decided that he's going to be a better player. He's gone to Wolves and he's become a better player because of the players around him at Wolves, the coach at Wolves. They play to each other's strengths. I think if Jimenez went to Everton, not Everton, but even if Jimenez went to Manchester United, for example, it wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't be surprised if his form dips and it not becomes a flop, but I think there's a reason why Jimenez and Wolves have jointly done well. I think he should stay there. He seems to love the club. The fans absolutely love him, which is amazing. There's no reason for him to move, in my opinion. They're still in the Europa League. They qualified quite comfortably, more comfortable than Arsenal anyway. They're still around the top 8, top 7 in the Premier League at the moment, even though they just lost yesterday to Watford. There's no reason for him to move. I don't think he will move either. I think he'll stay for at least a couple more years. He's well on course to becoming their top ever goal scorer as well, their record goal scorer. So I think he'll probably stay at least for that. But I think he'll stay for a good foreseeable future. Long may it continue. He's on a massive wave of positivity at the moment. I hope it continues in 2020. I hope Wolves finish in a decent spot. I hope he's in and around the top scorers this season. That remains to be seen. And I hope that they go quite far in the Europa League. Even though they're qualified, I don't think they realistically think they can win it. I don't think they will win it, but I think they've reached the qualifying stages. I think anything more now is a bonus for them. More exposure, more TV ratings, I guess. So yeah, I just wanted to make a bit of a fanboy video on Jimenez. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be trying to release more content this year. I slacked off a little bit over the last couple of months, mainly because of work and just kind of getting into the routine of that. I've had lots of different hours. But hopefully now it's a bit more stable and I can start kicking out videos, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, it's all appreciated. I reply to all comments. It's quite easy because I don't get too many, but I do reply to all the comments. I do appreciate all the comments, the likes and things. So yeah, please share the videos if you've got mates that you think are interested. So yeah, just keep an eye out for more content and have a great new year, guys. Take it easy.